Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Paul. Today I'm doing a review on the Holzfforma G660. It's gonna be a short review, just my honest opinion on it. I've been using it for more than 1 year, milling with it. So this is a hard-working saw. By now it's got a lot of wood, a lot of hardwood, even beech, which I found to be like the worst wood to cut. Hitting the end grind feels so weird. It's like hitting rocks. Um, I guess it did its job. I've used this one and the Steel 661, but it was so tough that I really felt like I was pushing it to the limits. This is a 92cc saw, 7.1, 7.3 horsepower. I did a muffler mount on it. I just emptied everything in it because it does have like a dual port on the sides here, which comes to the second point I want to talk about. This saw kind of has some issues. This muffler moved a little bit during the cuts. I tried to tighten the screws, but it's not going in there as it should be. So after a couple of hours working, it starts getting loose. The screws need to be tightened again. That's an issue. I've seen people having issues with this. The recoil, you need to start pulling it here until you can find it and feel like it's getting pressure, and then start pulling it. Don't just drop it without finding the right spot for it. Air filter kind of clogs a lot, and you need to empty it out every few cuts if there's a lot of dust. The screws kind of cross-thread a little bit a couple of times, so I changed those. But the good thing is that after you start changing parts, if you use OEM parts, which is one-to-one copy with the Steel 660, you just improve the saw. As long as you have a good engine and a good cylinder and everything, you run the correct oil, the correct mixture of gas. I use for every 1 liter I use 25 milliliters of I think I use Eco or Steel oil, but you have your own ways. So this is my way. Next thing I want to talk about would be the milling part of this, which I have a lot of experience. I've been using it for more than 1 year. First time I bought it was a replacement saw, or at least like a spare saw if the 661 breaks. So after a couple of cuts with this one, I felt like I could still use it. I used it as a daily, I used it as the main saw, and just kept the 661, which is more expensive, on the side. And every time this thing started showing like a fatigue or needed something to be done to it, I pulled out the 661. So that's great, and that's great because the price is under $300. So it cost me $280 to buy this saw. This was just a power head, nothing on it, but that's great for me because I didn't need anything. I already had the mill, I had the bar and chain. It's a 46-inch bar with a ripping chain from steel on it. It does a great job on logs, almost to a cup like 46 inches. I think there's a 44 capacity in between these two, but that's more than enough to mill like super big logs. Everything above that you need a different chain. This is a 3/8 with 1.3 millimeter, so this is a thin chain, thin curve. It does a good job on hardwood and everything, but if you need like a longer bar, then you're gonna switch to a different chain. 404, 1.6, I would say that would be the best one. You can change this for a 404 here inside, but you only have 7 horsepower to play around, whilst the 880 or the G888 has more torque and horsepower. So after price, I would just need to say a couple of things. In my experience, this is a starter saw. It's not a steel, it's just a copy of it. It feels like a copy. There's a lot of things going on with it. Whilst the steel is running for 2 years, 3 years, a couple of years now, and has no issues, no breakdowns, no nothing. This one always need to get something fixed on it. Small things, but that just cost me time. But I would say this is a good starter saw because you can just buy it for a couple of $100, just get everything on the mill. I think it will cost you around 600 or 700. That's it, at least in my country or in Europe. So you can get started really fast, and it's gonna make its money back. Just cut one log or something and everything makes its money back, because you can sell that or you can use that on your own shop or woodworking shop. So for me, this one made his money back like 20-30 times now. So I'm gonna switch to the bigger saws next, but for now this one just did its job. So I can safely say that it's worth the money. I would buy it if it's under $300 or around that the price. Definitely buy it, definitely use it, but just think of it as a saw under $300. It does the things that the steel 661 does, so that's a $300 saw doing the thing of the job of a $2,000 saw. Think of it like that. When it breaks, it breaks. There's not going to be any tears shed. You can just buy new parts from a OEM saw, or just replace it with another one. It's all about time and money. But I can say this is a nice, good saw for that money. I don't think you can buy another saw like this for the same price. I would say that a $2,000 saw it's for a professional forestry guy. So this one is for more like a hobbyist like me. I also have the original 661, but that's just staying like resting now, and this is doing its job. When this breaks, I'm just gonna switch to the 661 or just buy a new one because it's so cheap. Thanks guys for watching. Subscribe if you wanna see more content like this. I'll be showing my setup. I'll be showing this one in cuts and the wood and everything, as you can see on my channel, milling, and just showing everything I'm doing, the grain and everything in the wood. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Thanks.